Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and welcome to my electronics restoration bench. This is probably going to be the next to the last update on the Swan 250 6-meter repair. It's been a while since we've updated it because it's been a while since we've had a chance to work on it. We're almost done. We've got the major repair and restoration part done. And now we're just doing a little modification. One of the problems with these old boat anchor transmitters like this was the fact that they were known to be quite drifty when operating. They would drift off of frequency. Most of this was due to a combination of the older, lower tolerance components that were used, but mostly it was due to heat buildup caused by the finals. Well, we're trying to address that in this restoration. First of all, in all the components that we have had to replace, we replaced them with modern, more high tolerance components. And based on our testing so far, that has made a tremendous difference in the amount of drift. Now, the last thing we're going to address is the heat buildup from the finals. And the way we're going to do that is we're adding a 12 volt, whatever they call them, pancake fan, cupcake fan, cake fan, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, one of these computer fans like that. Okay, and the way we're going to do this, because of the way the cabinet is set up on here, is first of all we needed to find a 12 volt power supply to run the fan. And we managed to do that by going off the filament pin for the 12BA6, which is over here. And we run the wires over here. Then we drilled a couple of holes in the chassis and mounted these two banana plug jacks and wired those up. Now we're going to be taking the fan and we're going to be mounting the fan to the outside of the outside cover, because this is where the cage is with the finals. If we mounted it directly to the cage, we wouldn't be able to put the outer cover back on it. So we're going to mount it on the outside. We're going to mount it so that when it's running, it will be drawing the heat out of the finals cage and away from the finals. And this should also bring a cooling draft of air over all of the internals and blowing it out the side, so that it should keep the components much cooler and more stable. And at least that's the theory. And the way we're going to hook this up is, as you can see right now, just for testing purposes, we've got it clip leaded in. But what we're going to do is we're going to take these ends and we're going to splice them onto these banana plugs that I cut off of a pair of spare test leads. That way we can, when we need to get and take the cover off to get in here for anything else, all we got to do is unplug these banana plugs and take the cover off, and the fan goes with it. Now, just to show you that it will run, I'm turning the power on to the rig, and as soon as we power on the rig, as you can see, the fan starts running. So whenever the rig is on, the fan is going to be pulling the hot air out of the chassis and away from the finals. So we're going to go ahead and finish up doing the mounting job, and we've got one other problem we need to track down and fix, and there's a loose connection somewhere here in the Cinch Jones power plug. And we're going to do that. Now once we've got all that done, we're going to put the cover back on, put everything together. We'll show you what it looks like. And that will be the end of this update. The final update will be once I've had a chance to install my 6-meter antenna outside and get this rig installed in my Radio Shack. And we're going to try to do some on-air testing. There is a weekly 6-meter local net around here, and that's what I'm going to test it with, and hopefully I'll be able to make some contact with that, and I will video that as the final update, assuming everything works as it should. So until we get this all buttoned up, we'll be right back. Okay, we got the fan modification done, and we got the cover all buttoned up on the rig, and this is just to show you what it looks like when it's done. We used a couple little screws and nuts to attach the fan to the outer cover here right next to where the finals are, and we just run these to the connectors on the back, and then all we have to do, if we need to take the cover off to work on it, voila. Or if we want to shut the fan off for some reason, we just unplug it. So that's pretty much the final electronic work that we're doing on this. It should be ready to put on the air, and once I've done that, like I said, I will video it, and that should be the final update showing you how it performs on the air. Hopefully we did our job right, and we'll make some contacts. So until the next update, this is Spec Ops 56 and my helper John saying so long.
I love it when a plan comes together.